The U.S. Senate tonight passed a sweeping anti-crime package. The Senate package would impose the death penalty for 51 crimes.
Topping our news tonight, Judgment Day for the LAPD could be only 12 hours away. The independent Blue Ribbon Commission that has been investigating the Rodney King beating and the police department is scheduled to announce its findings tomorrow morning.
Dial 1 with Take 5, the revolutionary all-purpose cleaning system.
Uh-oh, where's the wolf? Uh-oh, where's the wolf?
Back again for another video. On today's topic, we will be discussing Syncrasy. I have such a hard time saying that word. Syncrasy. Jeez. Y'all know what it is. It's on the title, damn it. So as usual, let's start with the definition, right? I like to get a fundamental understanding of what we're talking about. So I want you guys to start off where I'm starting off. Syncrasy, the blending, harmonizing, or massing of different or antagonistic elements. That is simply the definition of syncrasy, right? That means, I'm going to put it in layman's terms. Layman's term, it means to blend things that are not like, pretty much, that are not exactly the same. Syncrasy, and having those things that are blended working together in a harmony, meaning that they are working together in such a way that it produces a product that is balanced, right? Okay, so syncrasy. Why is this a topic? Why is this important? What does this pertain to? Of course, my channel is geared towards talking about the development of relationships and the breakdown of relationships between men and women, and also the civil understanding of such things. Okay, so syncrasy. Why is it important? Syncrasy is basically something that alludes to, well, not allude, but rather expresses the definition of how things work. For instance, all of the systems in your car have syncrasy, meaning that they work together in order to create a product, which is a car. Your tires work with your CV axles. Your CV axles work with your transmission. Your transmission works with your motor. Your motor works with your steering wheel. Like, okay, right? You get it? These things work together in tandem, or side by side, or parallel, depending on what the system is set up to do. Nonetheless, they work together in order to produce a product, right? Now, if we look at a relationship as we look at a car in regards to syncrasy, which two out of these descriptions would you say is the best option to go with? A car that has 4 tires that work properly with the steering wheel, meaning that when you turn left, your car actually goes left. When you turn right, your car actually goes right. Or a car that has tires that do not work with the system of the steering wheel, meaning that when you turn left, you don't know where the hell you're going. And when you turn right, same situation. Now, when I break it down in these terms, it is very, very simple to say that the car with the tires that works in conjunction with the steering wheel is the best option. Why don't people look at relationships like that? So strange. So strange. And the reason why it's strange is because oftentimes we get into these circumstances where there's often a power struggle, right? There's a power struggle. And people don't look at those power struggles, whether they're manifested by one's will or just one's feelings, whatever the case may be. They don't look at those things as being problematic. Sure, the arguments, yes. The disagreements, yes. All those things. Those things are a product of a power struggle, but they aren't necessarily what caused the power struggle to exist in the first place. Usually an individual who is out of syncrasy with their partner is the one who is the cause of the power struggle. And this could be for many different reasons, but let's look at how things are in the Black community, because that's what we talk about here, right? We talk about the relationships between Black men and Black women and others, right? Would you say, out of the two, here we go, would you say that a Black woman who is in agreement with her man and works with her man is the best option out of the two, or of the other option being a woman who is in disagreement and goes against her man? Which one would you say is the system that is going to create the proper product or a good product? Oh, it makes it so simple when you put it that way, right? But why don't women tend to agree with this? Why doesn't the BW actually agree with syncrasy with her man? She is in complete opposition to what Black men stand for. Damn near everything, if it's not simping. And she's even on the back end disagreeing with simping. The only reason why she doesn't on the front end is because every female likes a sucker. That's just how it goes. But largely, and like I said, perpetually, she does not like suckers. She wants a man who stands on his own and is able to show proper leadership, right? So why would a woman go against proper leadership? Why? I mean, that is the biggest question that we have here in the manosphere, I believe, next to why do we exist? That is a very large question. And there are many different answers in regards to that question, which I won't go down that line of thought here. But this video is just to illustrate that the power struggles that be in relationships are causing weak relationships. They're literally weak relationships. Why and how can I call them weak relationships? Because, I see all this stuff on social media, just as everyone else does, about these so-called power couples. Now, I don't think what these women who desire to have a power couple understand in regards to the structure, understand what it is in regards to the structure that creates these power couples. It's not the woman creating a power struggle. I can promise you that. I don't necessarily believe in so-called power couples. I believe in syncrasy. This is what I believe in, because syncrasy is the power couple. Period. There is no other option that is better than syncrasy. Why? Because everything, if there is two opposing or two different things being mixed together, and one of them opposes the mixture, then you're going to get volatile reactions, right? This is what happens chemically, right? So why wouldn't it happen in relationships? A stable substance is one that works in harmony with its counterpart that is being added, that is being mixed with it. An unstable substance is one that reacts violently due to the mixture not being in agreement with the other compound that is being mixed in it, or substance that's being mixed in it, or element. It could be anything, right? So I don't know why people don't look at it this way. Like I said, things are so damn simple to me. And I wish peace to be upon you, because literally these are where the things are coming from me. The peace is coming from the peace within. But I'll talk about that in another video, I guess. But this video is to, like I said, to illustrate that when, depending on who is listening, but I'm going to say when a woman creates a power struggle, because this is often the case, because men, we are built to oppose the environment, period. Women are not. So it's more than likely the woman that is creating the power struggle, because she is the one who is seeking leadership and guidance, or she should be. Because I don't think there are many men who is seeking to be led by a woman who is going to create a power struggle with that woman. I don't think so. I don't, it's pretty rare, but I don't think that would exist. So when we denote power struggles here in the Black manosphere, we're literally just using it as a euphemism to say that the BW is in opposition to the male leadership. That's what we're saying. And that is going to cause you to set yourself back. It's going to cause you to set yourself back. Literally, we ask these questions of women. Why would you pick a man who you don't want to lead you? We literally ask these questions, and we get the various amounts and different genres of answers, and none of them make sense. None of them make sense because the question already implies ignorance. There's nothing that you can answer with the implication of ignorance that will absolve you of being ignorant. I mean, it's a trick question. But anyways, these women that create these power struggles, they're doing what they're programmed to do. We've talked about programming plenty of times on this channel, and they're literally doing everything that the system that created the program wants them to do, and that is to fight with their men. Because we've been saying a long time, our community is weak because the women don't follow, and the woman says, I don't want to follow because that's what slaves do. But here's the thing that the system doesn't tell you all, is that when you're out of syncrasy with anything, doesn't matter. I just explained to you what syncrasy is, and I gave you plenty of examples so that you can understand the fundamental values of what I'm saying. So I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear any well this, well that. No. We don't care about circumstances or situations over here. We care about product, period. If whatever the circumstances or situations are do not create the product, I don't care about them. Only time I care about the circumstances and situations in a specificity. Only time I care about it in a specific way is when it produces the product, because that is something that needs to be mimicked. We don't need to mimic stuff that does not produce a product. I understand that it is good to be informed about one's past in order to avoid problems of the future in the future. But we don't need to put so much emphasis on it because it's really not that important. We just need to figure out what the hell didn't happen instead of what happened, right? But anyways, when it comes to women saying that they don't want to cooperate, you're literally saying that you want a weak relationship. You want the weakest relationship that you can have, because if one tire is going left, one tire is going right, how the hell are you going to drive the car? You're never going to get to where you need to go. So the more that you're out of tune, out of sync, out of cooperativeness with your man, the further and further behind you're going to get in relationships with your man. And let's not act like that just because you're single, you're not in relation to your man. You are. You know why? Because you're at the bottom of the dating pool. Nobody else wants you. So who is the closest person that will likely have a relationship with you? That is the person that you will be perpetually in a relationship with, regardless if you're single or not. Period. That's the truth. Doesn't matter. Because nobody else is willing to put up with your crap except for us. So the longer you oppose us, the longer you go against us, the weaker the relationship and the weaker the community will become. Period. But anyways, like, comment, and share. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on the good old Patreon. But until next time, this has been the Wolf of Beta Close. May you have a good day. And of course, you know what I'm going to say. Peace be with you.